Hey guys, for my next video I thought I would just run through the newest item in my gun collection, and that is the Model 500 by Mossberg. This started off as the 500 Cruiser model with just the pistol grip. In fact, I've got the pistol grip just sitting right here, so you can see obviously I took that off. This did not have the shoulder mount, anything like that, so it was very short, very compact, which has its advantages, but if you are if you're going to be firing heavy loads, like I've got 3-inch double-aught bucks on here, you probably aren't going to want to shoot that with just the pistol grip. That's got a little bit more kick to it than you're going to want to shoot without having the shoulder there to brace it. So I'll run through kind of the things that I've done with this, and you can kind of sound off. Let me know what you think. Like I said, I swapped out the stock. What I've got here is the Ultimate Arms Gear. Just like their sort of universal stock. It goes on in, I think it took me like 3 minutes total to put it on, so this is very easy. And that's got the collapsible stock here, which is nice, because to be totally honest, I've got kind of short arms, so it's really nice to have this tuck in nice and close and have a short, compact profile. It's more comfortable for me to shoot with that collapsible stock versus the full length, I think 14-inch length of pull. So for me, that's a big plus. Also, it's got the 5 shells on the side, and what I've got on this right now are 3 shells. I've got, I like to keep my options open, so I've got 3 shells of number 4 shot, and then 2 of 2 3/4-inch buckshot, double-aught buckshot. Moving up, I've got the 6 shell holder. This is made by Tacstar. This is their SideSaddle model. This also goes on really quick. It took me just a couple minutes to put on, and that's got, like I said, 6 on the side, and I've got that with 6 additional shells of 3-inch double-aught buckshot. Not sure how many situations you'd be in where you would need more than 1 round of double-aught buckshot, but like I said, I like to keep my options open. Moving on, I've got a Command Arms flashlight and laser combo, and that is mounted on a Laserlyte shotgun Trimount. This is, again, a universal mount that mounts on the tube, goes on really quick, really easy, and feels really solid. I haven't had a chance to shoot it with the light on yet, but I don't have any doubts as far as how well it's going to hold up, so I'm pretty confident in that. Like I said, this has the light, and it's got a laser here, a laser sight as well. And the way that I have that set up is, what I basically did is I stepped out to my bedroom door and aimed the light and laser at my front door, and basically wherever my dot for my sight was, I got that red light, that laser lined up right there. So it's pretty much, this is set up for short range. This is my home defense gun. This is what sits in the closet. Like I said, I've got 5 in the tube here, as well as the 5 in the stock, 6 on the side. And what I've got in here is alternating 3-inch double-aught buckshot and 2 3/4-inch number 4 birdshot. My first shell is number 4. I figure, you know, if I could avoid actually killing someone in my house, that's probably a plus. But if they don't go down with that number 4 shot, they're definitely going to be going down with that double-aught. So got that, and then the other item that I have, forgot to mention, is this single-point bungee sling. And this doesn't have a good way to mount it besides all the way down here, which at that point you've got such a long profile with the shotgun, even with this 18.5-inch barrel, that it's, you know, just about on the ground. So what I did is I kind of made a mount out of 550 paracord. Stuff holds knots really strongly. I don't have any doubt. I've pulled and tugged on this, and it's not come loose at all. I've got that mounted on here, and it goes in at the base, and so what that does is when I stand up, that keeps my shotgun tucked in a little bit closer, a little tighter into where I would want it to be as far as a ready mode. It lets me have, with my right hand as it's hanging, I can get to the ejector port, and I can get to the loading slot very easily. I can get, if I need to reload with one hand, I can do it that way while it's just hanging on the port. So I've got my options open there as well. Like I said, easy to reload. I've got 5 here on the side, side saddle. I've got 6 on the side as well. So this, like I said, if you are breaking into my house in the middle of the night, this is kind of what you can plan to be looking down the barrel of should you decide to try to sneak up on me. Anyway, that's what I've got. Like I said, I'm a little bit of a tweaker, a little bit of a tinkerer, if you will, and so I like having the ability with that 500 to add the light up here, add the stock, add the side saddle, all this stuff. I just really like having the ability to do that, and I think the 500 is a really great design. I grew up shooting a 500. My dad's got a 500. He's had it since he was younger than me. I think he's had it for 40 years or something. So they're good guns. They're very reliable, very easy to use, very easy to modify, very easy to clean. Everything that there is, they're excellent guns. Highly recommend them. And that's pretty much what I've got. This actually replaced the Model 535 that I had, and if you saw my Zombie Apocalypse survival kit, it took the place of the shotgun that was in that. Sold that to a buddy of mine. There were a couple things I wasn't crazy about with that, namely, there was just not really any way to modify it because it had the ribbed barrel, so you couldn't mount anything up on the barrel. It had its own stock. It had its own everything. So there really wasn't much that you could do with it. This was a little bit more of a clean slate, so that was part of the reason why I decided to go this route versus sticking around with that 535, although that was an excellent gun. It's pretty much the same as the 500 as far as I can tell. It just will accept the 3.5-inch shells, which if you shot even 3-inch shells, there's not going to be a whole lot of reason to shoot those 3.5s, because that's just going to blow the crap out of your shoulder. And for me, like I said, for not being a hunter, being primarily concerned with home defense and that kind of a thing, 3-inch more than enough. 2 3/4, plenty. Anyway, that'll pretty much do it for now. If you have any questions, any thoughts, any comments, be sure to let me know. And if you like this, let me know. Thanks a lot.